Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start chapter 4 from our book Cyber Beans. In chapter 3, we have covered the basic part of HTML. In that, we have just covered the history of HTML, then with the writing and creating a basic HTML document, viewing some tags, elements, and attributes, then come up to the empty and container type of elements along with the list. So today we are going to start the next advanced portion of this, which is images, links, and tables. So in the previous chapter, we have discussed to add some multimedia elements onto our web page. But this way, we are going to insert the images as well. So images, as used to beautify as well as to depict many complex concepts easily on your web page. Images can be used as a navigational tool to help users to browse through the web page. Whereas web browsers support various graphics formats such as GIF and JPG. So students, images are used to just show some beautify elements onto your web page, as well as it is used to act as a navigational tool to browse through the web pages. So there are two types of images which are used in this chapter. This is inline and external images. Inline images is displayed when the web page is open and is inserted within a line of text, whereas external image is not shown automatically with other contents on the web page. Instead, it is referenced externally and viewed separately by clicking on the link. So the IMG tag is used to insert an inline image. So this is the basic tag which we will use to insert an image. I'm just highlighting the important points so that you will just focus more on these heading lines also. To add an external image, anchor tag A is used. Whereas if you remember the previous chapter, we have used this anchor tag to just insert a hyperlink as well. So this is IMG tag. The IMG tag is used to add images in a HTML document. It is an empty tag and requires different attributes to be specified with it. Students, just because it is an empty tag, it does not have a closing one. As I told you in the third chapter, empty tag are those tags which have only the opening tags. So the various attributes of IMG tag tell the browser how to lay out the page so that text can flow properly around the image. So along with this IMG tag, because IMG tag is just simply getting your image and displaying onto the web page. But it is saying that along with IMG, it has so many other attributes as well, which will help you to show your image in a very nice format as it is already. Then SRC. SRC attribute helps in defining the source of an image. While specifying the image file, one should be aware of its location, where the file exists. To add and define source of an image on the web page, type img src and the address or the path of the file. So this is how we are going to add a image. I will show you by doing practical as well. So these are some points to remember. This is case 1. If the image file, let's say the image file name is pic1.jpg, lies in the same folder when HTML file referred to is located, right? So this way, if you have HTML file in the same folder where you have a picture file, suppose let's take and do practical. Top screen. Now I will search a notepad. Here is my notepad file, a new notepad file. First of all, I am going to save it on desktop. So here I am going to give a name, save it. I already have told you so many times how to save a new notepad file while creating a fresh HTML document. So here I am giving a name image. Sorry. .html, right? And here I have saved it on desktop. Make it clear that where you are saving your HTML document, because some students first save it and then they forget where they have saved it. So here I have saved. Now I can write the basic HTML format. Within head I have a title tag. Then I can write image picture should be displayed. And then here I have closed the title tag. You know, within head tag we have a title tag. Then starts the body. By giving some line of codes, I will just close the body first and close the HTML as well. So here what I have to write is, I have to insert an image. Now we'll just keep on saving the file meanwhile, and then again go to the document which you have in your book. So how they have written, we'll just follow the rules which the book is saying. So see, this they have given you in the book. First of all, they have opened the HTML head, title, and then body BG color. This is your choice whether you want to give it or not. And then they have given an IMG SRC, right? So what I will do, I will just again go to that file, open my notepad, and again I am writing. I will use p tag when IMG SRC equals to. Then here I have closed the p tag. So what you need to write here is, we will write the name of your image file. Now what I will do, I have just saved this file, on desktop. On desktop only I have one picture that I will show you. Here are my two pictures which you can clearly see at the bottom. So I will choose this picture. Now what I will do to get the name of this picture, I will right click on the picture and go to properties. Make it clear, right click and go to properties. In property window, you can see we have a name of this file where JPG is written and the name is written. So as like name is too long, you can see, no problem. Your image can have a very small name also. So what I will do, I will just copy this name, the complete name as it is, by using Control C, and then go again to my notepad file and will just copy the same, paste it by using Control V. So as you see, I have exactly copied the name which is written there. Clear? Then now this I am going to save it in the last. Remember, we are going to save it because already we have used a save as to save it for the first time. Now after saving, I will again go to the file which I have saved. Now you see, automatically the icon changes to a web browser icon. It is a Google Chrome icon, so it has naturally changes. No problem if your icon has not already changed. What you will do, you will just right click it in any case and then choose open with Google Chrome. Now what you will see, your image will appear onto the screen. Now you can see the image which I have fixed there on my HTML document is completely coming here. Now what next we have to do here is, we have so many other attributes as I told you in the chapter. So we will work upon that. Like they have given alt tag. Now one by one I will tell you what are the uses of these alt tags. So now in this class at least I expect you all that you will be able to clearly upload an image into your HTML document, right? The only thing you need to remember is the code which you have to write imgsrc with the image name. And the second most important thing is, if your file, HTML document file is on the desktop, your image file should also be on the desktop. Like second example, if I give, suppose you want to save your HTML document, this document in C drive. So your image should also be there in the C drive only. Then only you will be able to fetch to get that and see that image onto the web page. Right? So now we have importance of alternate text. If a browser is text-based, that is Linux, and cannot display image, alt attribute can be proved to be helpful. Now they are talking about a text-based browser. Students, you all know nowadays there are so many browsers which are actually GUI based, graphical user interface, because they are giving you some forms of graphics and all the multimedia elements which has to be there in a GUI based web browser. So these are some text browser which do not provide you functionality called as graphics or GUI or the icon. So they simply will give you some text, normal text, like you can see here on the page written. So for that case, they are saying alt attribute proves to be helpful. Now alt attribute can display a face instead of an image. Now what happened to alt tag is, when we give alt tag to ing tag, then in case if suppose your web page is unable to visualize or to display the image properly, in that case the alt attribute will just give a single line of code, right? So what is written here, it can explain your image to the visually challenged for whom the browser is programmed to read aloud the alternate text instead of displaying the image. So in the case of displaying, instead of displaying the image, this alt attribute plays an important role. Since images are often large files and sometimes take a long time to display, the users may expect a description of the image. Many people set their browser setting to not auto download the image. So in that case, alt attribute is useful. So in any case, if your web browser is unable to display your image and you have given an alt attribute, so in that case, at least alt attribute में जो आपने text लिखा होगा, like they have given you here, they have given a text here alt equals to img image of the Santa hut. अब in case कि ये नहीं display हो पाती or any reason, due to any reason, like they have given you, for example, due to wrong value of src attribute, alternate text is getting displayed. Now I will show you how it is possible. Suppose I have made this and by mistake I have changed the name of my image file, and I told you exactly you have to copy and paste it here, otherwise your image will not come. So here I have made the change, right? Now I will save it. Now what happens if I try to open it in the web browser? It will not display. Like you can see, a very small icon is coming, right? But now if I write alt attribute there, like here if I write alt equals to image cannot be displayed, right? And I save it. Don't forget to save it every time you are going back to the web browser. Now see, you can clearly see here, image cannot be displayed is exactly coming. So in case image is not able to be reviewed on a web page, the alt attribute will display it in proper way, right? Now again move on to the book. Now you understand how to add an image. Now next is align property. Now align means you have to set a position of your image. It can be on the top, it can be on the middle, bottom as well. So it will just align to the from the edges to top, left, middle, or at any coordinates which you are setting. Now they have given you one note. Mozilla Firefox and Internet Explorer treat the middle image alignment value differently. Mozilla aligns the middle of the image with the baseline of the text, whereas Internet Explorer aligns the middle of the image with the middle of tallest item. So they are just giving you a note कि Mozilla Firefox display this kind and Internet Explorer is just displaying the image in this format. So it is not up to in your hands. It is based on the settings of these web browsers, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, that they are just displaying something in this way only. So don't get into much of it. Then we have an examples in the book. Students have to just try it. And if you write this code, same code, this type of image will come to your screen. But if it has an image, then you have to find out the same image, then only it will come. Otherwise, don't expect that the same picture will come onto your web page. No, the image which you are using here will only be displayed.